would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kid Brewer Stadium, home of the App State Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will take the field first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Harrell. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Appalachian State faithful raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's fourth down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
That's a risky play call there, fourth and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
And the 49ers are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now they'll run the draw. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing third and long. Looking for a man. It's Harold. Got the quick pass. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
The 49ers will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. So Appalachian State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Swan. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
So now it's 2nd and long. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Nicholas. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And the 49ers are on the move. That's caught. It's Nicholas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This it's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Give to the running back. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
The 49ers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Runs for the tackle. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Swan. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Stroman. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Mountaineers have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
Rides to back and leaves it. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominant on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Back to throw, it's Harrell. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. And when I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Quick completion to the right. Can't get him to the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
And the 49ers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Barges ahead. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Niners.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start turning it on! Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Swan. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The give to the tailback. Makes a man miss.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Swan. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, App State!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Got it behind the line. It's Mason. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The 49ers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
The Appalachian State faithful raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on 3rd down. Got it looking for the first down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback, but how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Back to pass, it's Harrell. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Mason. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's McGowan.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And the 49ers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The 49ers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just got to block that dude, and they didn't.
Back to throw, it's Harrell. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Trying the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Dropping back, it's Swan. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Stroman. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Gets it out fast. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He wants to throw it again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Dozier. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Rushes on him. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying play action. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Dropping back, it's Harrell. Catch in the middle, it's McGowan. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Mason. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. To the air on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there, but does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the lone running back. Makes it past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires downfield. It's caught downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Off the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw it, Swan. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Just keep slinging it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stroman. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Appalachian State! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. They're working that left side. He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the 2-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw. It's Harrell. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Oh, what a move. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
I'll tell you, if you're going to throw it to the perimeter of the field against zone coverage, you got to have really good anticipation at quarterback, and you saw it there. He threw that before his guy had even turned around. Accurate throw, they're able to make the play and get the first down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Nicholas. There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Let's it fly. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Caught behind the line. It's Stroman. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They're dealing with a second and long. To throw, it's Swan. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a gap. It's Rutledge. Hard running there. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big 3rd down. Off play action. Quarterback adapting. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Scanning the field, it's Harrell. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
The 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Stroman. Running free. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Back to pass, it's Swan. It's complete to the right. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got his man downfield. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
At the 40, there he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Nicholas. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Unleashes to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Harrell. Trying to find the end zone. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Jumped on top of the pile.
And this is tough. Second half of the game, you're down by 3. You know a field goal is going to tie it, but this is a golden opportunity here, David, to take the lead. I think I'm going for the touchdown.
Green light. I'm going for it. Second half, man, I can take the lead right here. I like my chances, and even if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, you got to wonder if the pressure got to the kicker. Fourth quarter, down by 3, just did not get all of it. That's what you'd like to have back.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Give to the single back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. And they're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Back to throw, it's Swan. Fires left. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles it to the ground.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
And the 49ers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down?
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
And some room to work. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, they decide to go for it on 4th down, and they get rewarded. He makes a quick decision, gets the 1st down. Nice job by this offense, and specifically the QB making a nice read.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Jet sweep to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking downfield, it's Harrell. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his legs, it's Stokes. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Touchdown, Charlotte! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The sure hands, it's Strowman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Throws for the tight end.
Yeah, it's just the throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open, and it looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, it's Swan. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Kick is in the air. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The 49ers will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No fair catches here, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. To the air, it's Swan. The short hands, it's Barnes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barnes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think on offense here in a 2-minute situation, down a possession, you got to think about taking shots down the field. The quick game, these screens, bubbles, swings, that's not going to work here.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Swan. Firing to the end zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Really nice job by the defender that time. They've got the lead. They're expecting this offense to throw in this 2-minute situation. And that ball going all the way to the sideline, because it's a long throw, it gave the defender a chance to break on it. And it's the hit that forces the incompletion.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cummings. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Mountaineers are at the line, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Power ahead. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
Man, when you get opportunities down on the 1-yard line, you've got to capitalize. You cannot allow negative plays like that, though, David.
I think offenses want to be balanced and be able to take advantage of things, but, man, just be the more physical team, pound it downhill, and get a touchdown.
Working that left side now. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And in the final moments, they
looks so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Harrell. Just a short pass to the tight end. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.